श्रीमातीर्निवासाय पंढरीपुरवासिने पांडुरंगप्रकाशाय विठ्ठलाय नमो नमः. मरुत्पुत्राय कवये भीमाय भयहारिणे श्रीमदानंदतीर्थाय प्रख्याताय नमो नमः. Dear children of God, Jai Sri Krishna, Namaste. It just struck me to analyze the modus operandi adopted by a preacher. Today's message is, what does a preacher do? Every preacher first is like a good gardener or an owner of a good garden of scriptures. He has grown in the midst of rich fragrance and exuberant colors. He has seen so many flowers being hovered over by the honeyed bees. He's been happy to note that in the midst of rich thoughts and wise sayings of the scriptures, he has learned so much. Having enjoyed the richness of the garden, he decides to collect the riches in the form of a garland. As he is given the chance to do so, he presents this to his receptive audience. At first, he takes a strong string of devotion, the base, the foundation of his very sermons. This foundation has to be very strong because whatever the flowers of wisdom he has gathered all along will otherwise fall off without a base. If the string is strong, you can make as long a garland as you want. The numberless flowers are the scriptural references he has gathered over the years. The string of bhakti keeps the sermon in place, without which it could have not attracted so many listeners. The scriptures were widespread. The wisdom was scattered. The preacher with his God-given talent brings the wisdom together, juxtaposing, contraposing, thought upon thought, word upon word, adding to the depth of the meaning and the impact of the total scripture, as skillfully as a garland maker would string his garlands. There are garland makers and garland makers. There are just a few masters whose garlands are the talk of the town. Their fragrance, their color combination, their beauty all seem to attract thousands. The same is the case with preachers. There are only some whom we listen to. It may be the same Ramayana, the same Mahabharata, the Upanishads, the Gita, the Bhagavata, and so on. But only some leave an indelible impact on our mind. Just as we go to a particular florist, either to pick up an exquisite bouquet of flowers or an intricate garland of blossoms, we listen to a particular preacher who gives us the cream of our scriptures in an extremely interesting manner. They are the masterminds who remain forever in our memory. Dear devotees, a preacher is a performing artist also. His expressions are eloquent. His words convey more than what they mean. His dramatic talents place before us the eternal epics, and we relive the lives of those protagonists. The time machine takes us back thousands of years, and we merge with the past as if we had lived there before. That is the magic performed by the masterly preacher. But one word of fair warning. The speech delivered is like a holy garland. It is not to impress people or call forth applause. It is like the holy garland offered to Lord Krishna at the end of the day. An offering made to the Lord naturally gains an innate beauty and gives the giver an innate satisfaction. A good political speech may flatter the speaker, but a good sermon brings the Lord to one's doorstep. The preacher, as I put it, dissolves in divinity, and with his natural sincerity turns into a deft garland maker, offering his masterpiece of a garland at the feet of the Lord, his maker. The beautiful deserves the beautiful, the best deserves the best. The preacher's role now is to give the greatest importance because it brings the Lord into one's life. The sermon is a sadhana, a beautiful garland, the outcome of years of learning and speaking, leading to a desirable climax, namely reaching the feet of the Lord. Jai Jai Dwarkadhish, Prabhu Jai Jai Dwarkadhish, Tan Man Dhan Sab Tujhko Samarpan, Tan Man Dhan Sab Tujhko Samarpan, Mange Hai Ashish. Om Jai Jai Dwarkadhish. Thank you.